Good afternoon. Today I will be discussing the outlook for agri commodities. I will be covering the outlook for non-agri commodities in my next session. On agri commodities, the next few months, both for India as well as internationally, are crucial months. Most large grains and oilseeds gets into their production months from the June to September phase. Weather therefore plays a very crucial role, and due to this factor, volatilities for agri-commodity futures traded on most international exchanges as well as on domestic exchanges remains very high. We do see instances of limit highs and limit lows happening on back-to-back days just because weather forecasts have changed. In this scenario, when I break it down to the Indian scenario, it is the southwest monsoon that will be keenly monitored by most traders on the equity side as well as on the commodity side. Southwest monsoon plays a critical role in the outlook for inflation in the country because more than 50% of India's agricultural production remains dependent on monsoons for good yields, for good production potential. In such a scenario, given that food, which plays about 40% weightage in CPI, it is very important that the development of the southwest monsoon is normal for India to have normal grain production and therefore have benign inflation trends. When it comes to CPI again, apart from food being 40% of the weightage on CPI, grains and oilseeds, which are key summer crops on which southwest monsoon plays a critical role, contributes to about 20% of the weightage for food on CPI. Therefore, given the very high impact that the summer crops have on inflation, it is therefore imperative that the southwest monsoon turns out to be normal, for inflation trends to be normal, and therefore for interest rates to trend lower, because the central bank keenly monitors inflation outlook to determine interest rates. So specifically when I come to southwest monsoon for India this year, we are off to a good start, though the monsoons have been delayed, but whether it is the international forecasting agencies or India's IMD, India's southwest monsoon for 2016 is expected to be normal, with a potential forecast for rainfall this year to be about 6% more above normal. So given these forecasts, we are looking at inflation to remain more or less at current levels or lower, given that there is forecast for good rainfall and therefore for good kharif production for oils and oilseeds. If I break it down even further to the key agricultural commodities that are traded on the domestic exchanges, specifically I would like to look at oilseeds as well as sugar. Though sugar is not wholly just a summer crop because it has a longer duration, but the summer rainfall of the southwest monsoon has a critical impact on sugar. We are of the opinion that the December sugar futures, which is currently trading around 3750 levels, could trade in a broad range of about 3500 to about 4000 into December, with most importantly the monthly distribution and the area-wise distribution of southwest monsoon determining which way sugar would go. But if the forecasts turn out to be for normal monsoons with a good distribution and a monthly distribution, then we might see some downside pressure coming into sugar. So broadly the range that we are looking at is 3500 to about 4000. Also, when it comes to another large Kharif crop on the oilseed side, which is soybeans, and again traded on the domestic commodity exchange. The new crop, that is after the current southwest monsoon, the harvest that comes in, which is categorized as new crop, the gauge of which is mostly the October contract, which is also currently at around 3750 levels. We expect that range for the contract to be about 3500 to about 3900 levels, with downside pressure if the southwest monsoon progresses well. So I would like to summarize by saying that weather is a key factor that we have to monitor for commodities, agri commodities, from now until September, and expect volatilities to be on the higher end, but trade wisely, put your stops in place, things should turn out well.